What is up, everybody? How is it going? Austin Prechtelevate Performance, coming at you live. Happy freaking Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. So, it's October 1st. October 1st. And as many of us know, if you've gone grocery shopping probably for the last week or two, you've noticed, probably even for the last month, Halloween shit's everywhere, right? And including Halloween candy. So, today I'm going to be going over sugar because a lot of time, obviously, candy is made out of sugar, right? A lot of times people think sugar's bad. A lot of times people think sugar's inherently bad, or it's this evil thing that you can't ever have if you want to lose weight, that you can't ever have if you want to be fit and healthy. And I'm here to tell you guys, we're gonna go over some myths about sugar and what the reality and the facts are when it comes to sugar, when it comes to candy, when it comes to processed versus not processed, things like that. We're gonna be talking about that today, and whether or not you should be scared of sugar if you're trying to lose weight or get in shape. So that's what we're gonna talk about. But as you are tuning in, let me know how your day is going. Let me know if you have any fun plans for this weekend. I would love to hear about them. Feel free to give this video a like. Hashtag replay if you're watching this later time, so that way I know that you saw it. But let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. So, sugar. Is it bad? Is it scary? Is it something that you need to be worried about and never have and feel like you are a complete failure if you eat some of it? Especially to the parents out there, you know as well as I do, your kid, if they go trick or treating, even if they don't, maybe your significant other or somebody has brought candy in the house, or they brought it from work, or whatever it may be, you're probably going to have some candy in your house at some point this month, right? It's probably going to happen, and that's just part of it. But instead of telling yourself that you can never have it again, and that be afraid of it and avoid it, I'm going to tell you guys about what the reality of the situation and what I would suggest and how you go about it. What's up, Lonnie? How's it going? I see you. But yeah, guys. So just to be straightforward and get to the point of this video, sugar, is it bad? Not so much. There's a lot of myths out there about sugar, and sugar isn't inherently bad for you. Like I said, there's a lot of myths out there about it. Especially sugar isn't bad for you, especially if you're a normal adult. If you're somebody that struggles with diabetes or things like that, that's kind of a different story. You got to be a little bit more careful. But when it comes to a normal, healthy adult, sugar is not bad. It's not actually scary. It's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna give you cancer or things like that. There are a lot of things at play when it comes to sugar. And sugar kind of plays a part in certain things, but it is not the ultimate cause of a lot of things. Sugar is kind of if you're somebody who's struggling with your health, or you're out of shape, or overweight or things like that, it can make the problem it can be a factor, but it is not the end all be all evil thing that a lot of times people say is bad. You don't have to cut out sugar if you want to lose weight. I'm here to tell you guys that. Kind of following the process of flexible dieting, you can very easily have sugar in your day to day and be fine. I have sugar in my day every day, and I'm great. So, but let's talk about it. So sugar, there's a myth out there that natural sugar, or not super processed sugar, is better for you, and that's not inherently true. One thing, so a lot of times people think that honey is better for you than than white sugar, or agave or whatever it may be is better for you. But at the end of the day, your body doesn't know that is from honey, or that's from agave, or whatever it may be. Your body doesn't freaking know that. And so when it breaks it down, your body breaks it down into monosaccharides. At the end of the day, that's how it is done. One thing to be aware of is if you are consuming, a lot of added sugar that is processed and things like that, compared to fruit, or a vegetable, or something that is high in sugar, naturally, the benefit to the benefit of that versus processed sugar is micronutrient content, and the fact that most fruit has fiber, right? Or most vegetables have fiber associated with them, which slows the absorption of sugar, right? That's why added sugar is worse than sugar from like fruit and things like that that's more natural. But like agave or honey and things like that, like it's still sugar. Your body does not know that it's honey or that it's agave or whatever it may be. So don't think that you're like better or inherently healthier than somebody else who's like using like table sugar, because that's just how it's your body doesn't know. So that's one myth, like just to get out of the way, like that there are some sugar that's better than others because it's from a that because a fucking bee made it or whatever. That's not the case, right? So but you know, if you're gonna pick where to get your sugar from, fruit's a better option because it does have that fiber. Fruit probably has more micronutrients. You're going to be more satiated because of it. So you're probably going to be less likely to eat more than you should. And like I said, like that fiber helps slow the absorption of it. So yeah, but moderation is the best practice when it comes to sugar, right? With anything, moderation is key. But they've done studies, right? They've done studies where they've had people consuming over 150 grams of sugar 150 grams of sugar, which is 3 times the current daily recommended amount, and in tandem with a high protein diet, right? Um, and they accounted for calories. They accounted for calories. There's the key. They accounted for calories, um, and those folks lost weight just as well as those that weren't consuming as high of a sugar diet, right? That weren't consuming as high of a sugar diet. So if somebody can consume 3 times the daily amount and still lose weight just as well as some other people did, as long as you're accounting for calories, sugar's not like sugar's not like directly causing you to gain weight, and it's not directly causing you to, to gain weight inherently more than other things when you account for calories, right? Sugar is a carbohydrate. At the end of the day, sugar is a carbohydrate. It's got a calorie amount just like protein does, just like fats do. And if you account for those whenever you're eating food, so aka tracking your calories and keeping track of your macros, you're gonna lose weight. You're gonna reach your goals. You're gonna be able to get to it as long as you're accounting for that, right? So why why do I say though consume sugar in moderation, right? Why do I say that? Why can't you just like live off candy, right? Why can't you just live off of sugar in general? It's pretty nutrient deficient, right? Sugar's pretty like devoid of nutrients, like other than just like carbs, right? It's a fast absorbing carbohydrate. If especially if you're just getting it from like table sugar versus like fruit. It's pretty nutrient devoid, right? It's and because of that, especially if you're not eating with fruit where you have like the fiber associated with it, it's pretty devoid of nutrients, and it's also super calorie dense, right? Like sugar is pretty damn calorie dense, and it's also really low on the satiety scale, right? It's super like not very filling. Like everybody, like there's like that joke where it's like, oh, I had my dinner, but I've still got my dessert stomach, right? That's because it's not super filling, and you can eat a lot of it really quickly, which adds up and racks up the calories big time, which is what causes you to gain weight if you're going over your calorie goal. So that's why I say in moderation. On top of that, too, like I said, it's really easy to overconsume sugar. I've been guilty of it in the past, right? You have one, you're like, ooh, that was pretty good, like, and you just kind of keep going for it. And so, um, but I will say too, like it can like just like blasting your body with an ass load of sugar, like it can increase your risk for type 2 diabetes, right? But it's kind of muddled in that regard too. It's not the only reason. Like there's a lot of other like coexisting factors that are at play, like your genetics, like are you your level of activity, are you exercising, are you already overweight, like things like that that impact your chances of getting diabetes if you're like over consuming ass loads of sugar, right? So at the end of the day, sugar is fine, especially in moderation. Sugar is fine. You don't have to be scared of it. Should you go out and eat a shit ton of Halloween candy? Probably not. You can have some of it, right? And having some of it is better than having none of it because then you feel like you're not missing out. But just account for calories, especially if you're a parent and you got Halloween candy in your house. Account for calories, and you're gonna be fine. Like don't overeat it. Don't overconsume. Don't go over on your calories because otherwise you're gonna gain weight. That's what it comes down to. If you go over your maintenance calories, it doesn't matter what the hell it's from. If it's from protein or carbs or fat or Halloween candy, you're gonna gain weight. That's how it works. Your body, it's energy balance. At the end of the day, if you go over what you should consume for what your body is at right now, where your metabolism is at right now, you're gonna gain weight. If you're under it, you're gonna lose weight. So make sure that you're, taking that shit into account. But don't make yourself feel bad if you enjoy some Halloween candy here and there. But just be careful. Everything in moderation. But sugar is not evil. Sugar is not bad for you. Like it's in fucking everything. Just make sure you're taking like a moderate, like more moderate approach to it, and you'll be fine. So hope that this was valuable. Hope you got some value from this. Yeah, enjoy your Halloween candy in moderation. But if you're somebody who might struggle like binge eating or things like that, and you're better off without having it in the house, cool. More power to you. Go for it. Do that. That's probably like your best bet right now. But that's just my opinion on that at the end of the day. But sugar's not evil. Sugar's not bad. Let me know your number one takeaway in the comments, and let me know if you got value from this. Feel free to give this video a like. Feel free to share this with people who are really either into candy and they love candy and they're worried about gaining a bunch of weight and feeling bad about it. Or also on the other end of the spectrum, if there's somebody who is just like, sugar's evil, screw sugar, it's terrible for you, blah 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 blah, and they're very like adamant about that, feel free to tag them in this or send it to them as well, and hopefully maybe it'll change their mind about it, and yeah, so cool. Happy Friday, everybody. Let me know if you watch this later time. Like I said, #replay so I know you saw it. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. I hope that this was valuable, and I will talk to you all on Monday. See ya, everybody.